Martin Hamish's locker. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces. Father and I, Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Is it really interesting? Let's see.
Albert's locker. Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea. A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
That sucks. Wow, his father's a douchebag. That's all I gotta say.
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Could that be Miss White? Completed. Alright, I think we're done here. Except... No, I think we're done here. Let's, Yep. Let's go to Seed Garden, I think. What's it called? Seed House. Which is, one of these, I think. Nursery. Let's try this one. There she is.
Look, Holmes. This charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the Seed House.
Well done, Watson. Alright, I think we've actually examined all of that, so there's no point in that. Seed house.
Open.
Open.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But...
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Nope.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days
Watson,
ago.
shut
After
the
the
fuck
most
up.
recent exhibition.
Oh yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
That took forever.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Elementary. And... where's... oh, there he is. Hello, Watson. Yes, we should probably... look around, actually. Nothing special in here. Oh, apart from this. Oh, here's the broken part.
I'm curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the colonial collection room is what they have in common. It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Looks like someone doesn't like Mr. Dunn here. My theory is that they broke it either by hitting it against a wall or using a tough object and then threw that piece of marble, I don't know, did something with the marble.
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery. A thesis written by Martin Hamish. A glasses case. It is empty. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office. This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition. We can see the interior of the colonial collection room from this window.
I think we have to find the rest of the use for these keys. Locked. Not anymore. Open sesame. It looks like we found the use for all the keys. We should probably talk to somebody about the bust. And we'll get to Toby soon enough. Sooner or later we'll do it.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Let's see, strong link with Kew Gardens. Photograph of father? Nailed it.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father, so it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room, in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
Nope. A bust in the nursery. Let's see. Fragments of a statue.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
I'm leaning more towards this guy now. He seems like he has more of a personal vendetta. Martin Hamish had a motive. He believed that he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all of their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of Kew Gardens, but he knew that it would not be possible when Dunn was still alive. Okay. No more clues.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Sure. Now we'll talk to Little Dunn.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
That's crap.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Sounds like a real
Thank you,
douchebag.
young man. We shall see you again soon.
Okay, that puts 1 point into... Let's see. Albert's motive. Albert had a motive to kill his father, Montague Dunn. Dunn had thwarted Albert's dream of joining the Royal Navy by killing his father. Albert could have his revenge and eventually succeed in his father's place as the director of Kew Gardens. But if he had his father killed, can't he just put in another application saying, hey, my father's okay with it? I don't think he did kill his father. Maybe he did, who knows. Need more clues. I think we should go back to Mrs. White, or Miss White, and figure out what she has to say on the matter. I'm so lost. Okay, we're back in the Colonial Gardens, or something.